Babe, that's so annoying. Hi. Okay. Wow. So I tried to go live like 3 times just now. I don't know what happened. But it's just like so indicative of the last 24 hours for me. So I'm just accepting that that's what is happening. Yeah. So if you don't know what's going on, which most people probably don't because I didn't even really, like I posted on my Instagram, but that's about it. I sprained my ankle last night doing the stupidest roller skating thing, like the most dumb, and it's fine. I'm fine, but it's not fine, if that makes sense. Like, okay, so I sprained my ankle. I'm assuming it's a sprain. I know for sure that it's not broken. Like, I know it's not broken because it's not hella bruised and it's swollen, but it's not like hella swollen. And I feel like there would have been even more pain if it was broken. But yeah, so I was just like, I was skating, I was spinning, and then I was just kind of skating back and forth, and I put my toe stop down, and I think that the ramp was too slick. Yeah, it was right after the live last night. So the ramp I think was too slick, and then it like slipped out from under me, and then my ankle went out, and then I landed on my ankle, and it hurt. Oh, it hurt so bad. It hurt really, really bad. So Shove has been nursing me today, and I'm fine. I don't know that I'll be able to skate so anytime soon. Like... I know. Yeah, so how are you guys doing? I'm just hello. Hi. Yeah, so
right after the live. Like, were any of y'all for the live last night there?
Yeah, were any of you in the live? Because it was literally right after the live. Like, it was like the live was over, we were skating just a little bit, and then I fell.
How bummed are you that you didn't fall during the live?
That could have been some quality content.
Yep.
Yeah. It is on video. I mean, it is recorded. I posted it on my Instagram, so if you want to see it, it's on queergirlstraightskates Instagram. Yeah, so my ankle is sprained, and last night I literally couldn't walk on it at all. So Shove gave me this bamboo stick and her shoulder, and then I hopped from the ramp up the stairs, which was one of the most difficult things I've done in a long time, and then had to get onto the couch. And then I laid there. I knocked right out. I tried to watch TV, and I just, like, knocked out. I think my body was like, rest and rest now. And then, you know, Chef woke me up at, like, 2 a.m., and then I went to bed. So lots of sleeping, but also lots of waking up because, ow. And today, yeah, so it was my ankle. I fell on roller skates on the ramp. I was just kind of like I was literally trying to show my light up wheels and like how cool they are on the video. And so I was going back and forth really quickly, and then I put my toe stop down to stop myself, and then the toe stop slipped. And then I fell on my other foot, and my foot bowed out instead of bowing in. And then I landed on it. So it was just very shocking and painful. And, yeah. So, yeah, it sucked. But I've survived. And today I've just been raising my ankle. My poor little ankle is on, ice, and it's like, okay, so if you see right there, it's like bulbous on this side, but it's not really that bruised, so that's good. I have kept like looking at it and then being like, it's super black, and then realizing that I have a tattoo there. So that's been kind of stupid. But, you know, yes, that is a doggy. Bowie has been keeping me company at the edge of the bed. So yeah, so any good vibes that you have or any tips, I would love any of them. I've been doing rice, so rest, ice, wait, rest, ice, compression, elevation. Yes, I've been doing those. So I don't know if any of you out there are injured, but just know that you are not alone. And I think it's important to know that, like, roller skating comes with getting injured. Like, as much as I'm super bummed and, like, not happy about it, I'm not surprised that eventually something happened to me, because that's just, it's part of the sport, you know? Like, it's...
Yeah, there's no one that roller skates that will roller skate their whole life without getting injured at least once. It's like...
It's just part of it. Like,
it's just gonna happen.
You're strapping 8 wheels onto your feet, you know? And so, yeah, so I think that this is a good lesson, not just for me, but for, you know, everyone out there. If you're a beginner and you're like, oh, I thought that, you know, I was going to go through roller skating without falling or without getting hurt, like, you're probably going to get hurt at some point. And it's about, like, how you deal with it and, like, how you take care of your body following. So I spent many hours today doing research on, like, how to take care of a sprained ankle and, like, different things to do. And so maybe one of these days I'll kind of show you the exercises that I've been doing, just in case you're also out there with a hurt ankle. But yeah, you kind of think, like, I'm never going to get hurt. And then you do, and you're like, oh, well, crap. Like, I guess this applies to me too. But yeah, I definitely fall all the time. So the ratio of, like, the amount of times that I fall as opposed to, like, the amount of times that I get, like, seriously injured is so low. Yeah, I was not in good spirits all night last night, but I was mostly sleeping. I took a melatonin, right? Mm-hmm. What's funny is that I took a melatonin because I couldn't fall asleep, but then I woke up and I hadn't chewed fully the melatonin, so it was, like, in my lip. But yeah, I didn't go to the hospital or anything like that because, one, I had a feeling what it was, and two, because the hospitals are so packed with COVID in LA right now, and that's not something I would recommend for other people, but that is what I did. So yeah, so today is the first day that I am not doing the Moxie Skate Daily Challenge, and that is hard for me because I am a person who likes pushing through everything and doing the things that my heart is set out to. No, I've had other injuries before. I haven't had this injury before. I had a concussion from skating, and that was a lot, and it was very painful, and I sprained it last night. So I sprained it probably at, like, I don't know, 9 p.m. So we're just chilling here. No, right after the live. Yeah, so I've had a concussion before. So I've had injuries from skating before. I've also, like, fallen really hard on my knee and, like, gotten really hurt on my knee during derby before, even wearing knee pads. But yeah, so I think it's important to recognize what your body is telling you. And, like, what I would really like to do is I would love to just be like, I'm gonna just skate around on one skate, and, like, that's my you know, skate for the day. But I think that that's more risky than anything, and I have to remember that, like, I have a long skating career in front of me, and that it's not, like, these however long it takes for me to heal up, that doesn't mean that, like, my skating career is over, you know? It's just how I take care of it and how I take care of myself. Yeah, so, things that you can know right now is that I am going to continue making videos. You can expect some of this content integrated in, like recovery content and stretching content. And I was doing a 30-day yoga challenge kind of a thing. And I'm still going to do that, but it's going to be different. I'm going to do like sitting yoga, and I'm going to work on like the meditation and stuff. Yeah, definitely self-care. Yeah. I have a video coming out tomorrow that I'm editing, but it's like not done editing, and I haven't been sitting at my desk. I've literally been on this bed all day long. So I will get that out tomorrow. And yeah, maybe we'll do like a live self-care or recovery content. So I think that it's more important now than ever to be like real with all of you. And especially like, I know that a lot of you think that like people who are good at skating don't get injured too, and that's not true. And you can get injured doing the stupidest stuff, and that's usually what happens. And I think that it's important to like tell you what's going on in my life, and y'all have always supported me, so here I am being real, and we're just gonna go on this journey together. So yeah. I've been watching Grey's Anatomy all day long. It's provided me with a good cry that I needed. It was definitely...
You didn't get enough cries last night?
Yeah, like I didn't get enough cries last night, but I need... Oh, someone said the massage in the area a few days after would help with healing. That would be really nice. Yeah, so we're kind of going off of what we did when Shove was injured. Shove had a sprained ankle, and so Shove's been, like, nursing me based off of that. And, yeah, so, again, any, like, suggestions or anything that you think would help me to feel better, I would love it in the comments or the chat. That would be amazing. I have to go back to school this week, so I'm teaching, and so I'm not really having a lot of spare time. It's more like, and now I'm just going to have to sort out how to teach in a different way with my leg elevated. But I have a brace coming tomorrow, so I ordered that real quick. I have heard that a couple times, acupuncture, that it's really good for ankle issues. So if you know a good acupuncturist in the Long Beach area, who is following all COVID regulations and like being really safe, I would love to, if you could put that in the comments, that would be awesome too, because I don't have an acupuncturist. I don't know that I've ever done acupuncture, actually. So, I mean, maybe I could make a video about that. I don't even know. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna be real, because this is all part of skating. And I think it's important to talk about. And yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Not about like skate stuff, but just about this. Sorry, I don't have the mental capacity to really talk about anything besides this. And maybe Epsom salts and like a bath. That would be really nice. Yeah, I have some oils that I'm diffusing. I have like some peace and calming oils that I'm diffusing to make me feel better. I have an ankle brace that is the one that like, I watched this. There's this YouTube channel, and it's these two old white guys that are physical therapists that are like, these physical therapist guys that are like, we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet. And I just was crying laughing. They suggested like a certain ankle brace, and a couple other people suggested a certain ankle brace that like ties, it like laces up and then it wraps over itself. So I got that. But yeah, I'm gonna pamper myself a little bit, or I'm gonna try to. And yeah, that's gonna be my focus, is just to be kind to myself and not focus so hard on grinding. Not grinding like the skate, like not like the skate thing, but like grinding, like pushing really hard to do everything and make everything perfect and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna, focus on me and help you all to focus on you too by setting an example. Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to go back to Grey's Anatomy because I like crying. And I hope that you guys have a good day. I love you all so much. Take a deep breath with me because I need to take a deep breath. That felt nice. Yeah. All right. I love you all so much. I will talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.